Hi dear student, this is the first video of AS syllabus, and in this video we will cover the topics of first chapter. Let's start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this lecture we will discuss how to solve non-linear simultaneous equation. In this type of questions we will find one of the linear and one quadratic equation. So today we will learn how we will solve this type of question. Let's suppose we have x plus 2y is equal to 7 as a linear equation, and second one x square plus y square is equals to 10, second equation. So first of all we will give the names to this equation number 1, equation number 2 to easily recognize in future. First of all we will rearrange equation number 1. So equation number 1 will be, after rearranging, x is equal to 7 minus 2y. Let's call this one equation number 3. It will be also helpful in future. So what you will do, you will put the value of x in equation 2. Put value of x in equation 2. You will find the value from the linear equation and put in the quadratic equation. So when you will put in the quadratic equation, what it will be, in place of x you will write 7 minus 2y square plus y square is equal to 10. Here you will open this bracket with the help of formula a minus b whole square, or you can open this one by making this bracket twice and then multiply with each other. So by any means you will solve and you will get the following answer: a square minus 14y plus 4y square and then plus y square here is equals to 10. After this one, when you will further simplify this, you will get the simplified form: 49 minus 28y plus 4y square plus y square will become 5y square is equals to 10. And when you will arrange this equation in form of the quadratic equation, it will be, let's write it, 5y square minus 28y plus 39 is equal to 0. And this equation you can solve with the help of quadratic method or by factorization, what we have already discussed in earlier lectures. So when you will factorize this, you will get this answer: 5y minus 13. For this step you can watch the earlier videos how to solve quadratic equation by 3 different methods. Y minus 3 is equal to 0, and these two equations will give you the value of y here. 5y minus 13 is equal to 0 and y minus 3 is equal to 0. So when you will solve by both, here you will get y is equal to, in form of decimal also you can mention, or in form of fraction values also, 13 over 5, and in form of decimal it will be 2.6. Over there you will get the value of y is equals to 3. Here you have two values of y, and you will substitute these two values of y in equation number 3. In this equation you will put. So when you will put, you will get the value of x. So when you will put y is equal to 2.6 in this equation number 3, you will get x is equal to 1.8. So you will find the corresponding value of y. When you will put y is equal to 3 in this equation number 3, So you will get x is equals to 1. So like this you can find the set of values, the coordinate or the solution set of these simultaneous equations. Hope you understand how to solve nonlinear equation. Let's start to the next topic, in which we will learn how to convert different forms of equation into quadratic equation for solution. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will learn that how we can convert reducible into quadratic forms, and here we will discuss different equation what we can reduce in form of the quadratic equation and solve with the help of quadratic formula and other methods what we discussed earlier. So let's start with this example. x4 minus 10x square plus 9 is equal to 0. This equation having power 4. So what we will do, we will convert this equation in form of quadratic equation. So what we will do, we will let x square is equal to u. We will introduce another variable u and substitute in form of x. If x square is equal to u, it means you can say that if we square both sides, it will become x4 is equal to u square. So we will replace these both x square and x4 with u and u square. So here it will be, the equation will become u square minus 10u plus 9 is equal to 0. So you can see that this equation is a quadratic equation now. So you will solve this quadratic equation by any of the method what we have discussed in earlier video. Here you can find the link by which you will learn how we can solve the quadratic equation by different method. Here we will use factorization method. So with the help of factorization method we can get it u minus 1 and u minus 9 is equal to 0. This method is already described in earlier video. You can check in this description. So here you will find u is equal to 1 and u is equal to 9. Here we will get the values of u, but we are interested in the value of x. U is our own variable, so what we will do, we will substitute the value of u in this equation. So again we will write x square is equal to u. So this thing implies what? That x square is equal to 1. First we will put first value, x square is equal to 1. When we take root on the both side, so we will get x is equal to plus minus 1. Two values of x you will get here with the help of first one. And when we will put the second value, that is 9, so we will get x square is equal to 9. We will take square root, so you will get x is equal to plus minus 3 here. So like this, when you will solve, you will get 4 values of x, plus 1, minus 1, plus 3 and minus 3. So this is the solution of the given equation. Video you learn that how we can solve a reducible equation type 1. Now we are moving to type 2 and type 3, two different equations which can be reduced in form of quadratic equation, and then we can solve just like a quadratic equation. Assalamu alaikum dear students, earlier we discussed the first type reducible equation into quadratic equation. Today we will discuss type 2 and 3, and after that you will be able to solve question number 8 all parts. So let's start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the next type, equation reducible to quadratic equation, we are going to discuss sixth power equation. Here we have example x power 6 minus 7x power 3 minus 8 is equal to 0. This equation can also be solved with the same pattern what we discussed earlier, fourth power equation in the earlier video. The link is given in the description, you can check this one. In this one we will substitute, we will put x cube is equal to u. Whenever you will put x cube is equal to u, when you square both sides, it will become x6 is equal to u square. When you substitute these two values, you will find u square minus 7u minus 8 is equal to 0. This equation is a quadratic equation, and this quadratic equation you can solve with the help of quadratic formula or by factorization. As we have discussed that we can solve the quadratic formula, quadratic equation in earlier lesson. The link is given in the description, you can check. So in this one you can factorize this equation and you will get u minus 8 and u plus 1 is equal to 0. How you will get this equation? With the help of factorization, and this thing you can recap with the earlier video. Now with this one you can find the values of u. U is equal to 8 and u is equal to minus 1, but we know that u itself is equal to x cube, so you take cube root both sides. So here you will write x cube is equal to 8. On the other side you will get x cube is equal to minus 1. Whenever you will simplify cubic equation, you always get 3 roots. We will discuss in imaginary root that how we get the third imaginary root over there. So here when you will solve x cube, you will get the values of 8 with the help of this cube root is equal to cube root of 8. So this x cube will be cancelled with this cube root, and on the other side you will get x is equals to 2. And here when you will take the cube root, you will get x is equals to minus 1. Here you will avoid the imaginary root, and this topic imaginary root we will discuss in case of in the lesson of complex number. So this is the way by which you can solve sixth power equation after reducing it into a quadratic equation. Third type of equation what we can reduce in form of quadratic equation are in the form of root. This equation will be like x minus 3 under root x plus 2 is equal to 0. Whenever you have the equation in this form, you can convert this equation in form of quadratic equation and then simply solve by the quadratic equation method, by quadratic formula or by factorization method. So for this equation you have to adopt the same procedure. This time you will let under root x is equals to another variable you can assume as u. When you square this assumption under root x is equal to u, it will become x. When you take the square over this root, it will become x, and on the other side when you will take square on u, it will become u square. So now when you will substitute this replaced variable in the given equation, it will become u square minus 3u plus 2 is equals to 0. So now you can see that this equation is a quadratic equation, and again this quadratic equation you can use by any of the method, quadratic formula, by calculator, direct method, or by factorization. If I will factorize this, you will get u minus 1 and u minus 2 is equals to 0. Now you will get u is equal to 1 and u is equals to 2. So here you will get two values of u is equal to 1 and is equal to 2. Now you will use these two values in this equation. That was under root x is equal to u. So if in place of u I will write under root x, so under root x is equal to 1 here and under root x is equal to 2 there. So to remove this root, this time you have to take square, squaring both sides. So when you take square both sides, so it will become x, and on the other side you will get 1, x is equal to 1 you will get. Here when you take square, square will cancel this root and you will get x, and when you will take the square on these two, it will becomes 4. So you will get x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 4 as the answer of this given equation. So this is the third type, and all these three types are much similar, and by substitution method, by substituting some variable in a sensible way, then you can convert this equation in form of quadratic, and then by using the previous knowledge you can solve this quadratic equation and find the solution. After the solution of different equations, let's move on the next topic of your syllabus, in which we will learn how to draw the graph. Today we are going to discuss the properties of quadratic curve. We know that the quadratic function y is equal to x square having the curve like this called parabola. Parabola you can draw with the help of taking sum of the values of x and finding the value of y. After marking these values you will find this shape, and the turning point is at center. There are two types of parabolas. Whenever the coefficient of x square is positive, up curve parabola, and when the coefficient of x square is negative, down curve parabola. Let's suppose if we will put plus 1 with it, so function will be x square plus 1. What type of graph you will draw? Here when you will find the coordinate, let's suppose if you will put x is equal to 0, so you will get y is equal to 1. So the coordinate will be 0, 1. And when you will mark, this will be the turning point of this parabola, of this curve, and the parabola will be like this. Now we will change the curve by x square minus 1. For this curve, when we will substitute the value of x as 0, we will get y is equal to 1. So you will get the coordinates 0, minus 1. And when we will draw, we will get the curve like this. So this is the third type, by which we will learn that what's the difference will come when some number add or subtract in your quadratic function. Square shows that this function is not a linear one. Linear equation is always a straight line. Now we will discuss the roots. Roots of the equation means the value of x, or the point where curve cuts x-axis. We know that the standard equation ax square plus bx plus c. In this one we can find the root with the help of quadratic formula by keeping fx is equal to 0. The root x can be calculated with the help of formula minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac over 2a. This is called quadratic formula, which will give you the roots of the equation, in which we will use a, b, c coefficients, and In this one, the part b square minus 4ac called discriminant. This discriminant will decide that number of roots are 2, 1 or no root in the given graph. We will use this discriminant for all these three functions. When we will substitute this for the first one, we will get b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, as a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0 and c is equal to 0. It means that this graph will give you one root or one value of x, and here is the point where this curve touches x-axis. Means equation have only one root. Now for the second equation, when we will find the coefficient b is equal to 0, a is equal to 1, c is equal to 1, the value of b square minus 4ac is a negative number, negative 4. It means the roots are imaginary, or you can say no real root, because you can see this curve is not going to cut x-axis at any point. Means there will be no root of this equation or that type of curve. Now in third one, b is equal to 0, a is equal to 1 and c is equal to minus 1. When you will substitute in discriminant, you will get discriminant as 4, a positive number. Whenever you have a positive number of discriminant, it means you have two roots. You can see this curve is going to cut at 2 points on x-axis. It means two roots of this curve exist. Find the result. Whenever discriminant having 0 or 0 value, it means you will find one root. Whenever a positive number, you will find two roots, and a negative number will give you no root. Now we are going to summarize the key points of this lecture. Whenever you have a positive coefficient, you will get up cup or smile face parabola. Whenever you have negative coefficient of x square, then you will get down cup or sad face parabola. So the values depend on the coefficient of x square, which will decide that you will get maxima or minima. With the help of quadratic formula, you can find the roots of the equation, and with the help of discriminant b square minus 4ac, you can decide the nature. B square minus 4ac greater than 0 will give you two root, less than 0 will give you no root, and whenever it is equal to 0, you will find one root of the equation. Now on the basis of today's lecture, you are able to attempt the question related with graph of quadratic function. Ebook of these books are available free of cost. Just drop a message, then I will provide the link of this book. Now you can attempt questions from page number 29 from this book and page number 58 from this book. Let's try one of the question. A quick review of this question, and you will get minus 7, and it means the value of discriminant is negative, hence there will be no real solution, no real root will exist. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Now we are discussing another important topic. This topic is not only present in IGCSE O level, also present in A level. But now in the new syllabus of IGCSE, this topic, linear equation and non-linear equation, also present in IGCSE O level syllabus as well. So now we are discussing both elimination and substitution method for the solution of simultaneous equations. Assalamu alaikum. Our today's topic is simultaneous equation. We will solve simultaneous equation with the help of non-graphical method. There are two types of non-graphical methods, elimination method and substitution method. We will discuss both methods one by one. So let's start with elimination method. In elimination method, whenever you have two equations, we will try to eliminate the simple variable from both equations. Just like in these equations, we will eliminate y. As the first step, we will give the names of both of these equations as 1 and 2. This step we have to do in all methods, that we will give the name of these equations, and then after we will decide that which variable can be easily eliminated. From this one, y is a single variable without coefficient, so we will eliminate y. So for this purpose we will subtract equation 2 from 1. So what will happen? 6x minus 4x will become 2x, y with y cancel, and you will not find anything here. 15 minus 11 will be 4. So after solving 2x is equal to 4, you will find the value of x as x is equal to 2. Now we will substitute the value of this variable x in any of the equation 1 or 2. So you will get the value of y as 6x plus y is equal to 15. I took equation number 1. Here I will replace the value of x. In place of x I will write 2. So after simplification, this equation you will find the value of y as, here I put 2, after multiplication it will become 12, and shifting on the other side I will get y is equal to 3. So the solution set is 2, 3. I will tell you the significance of this point in graphical solution method, that what this solution means of the simultaneous equation. Now after this we are going to discuss another example of elimination method. In this one you will find that the coefficients are present with all variables. So 3x plus 4y is equal to 7 and x plus 4y is equal to 3. So no single variables are there. You have to do the same thing. You will give the numbers of this equation 1 and 2, and then here you will subtract these two equations, 3x minus x and 4y minus 4y will become 0. In the next one, 17 minus 3, you will get the number 14 there. After simplification, 2x is equal to 14, you will get x is equal to 7. The value of x is here. Now you can substitute the value of this x, that is 7, in any of the equation 1 or 2. It's up to you. So here I am taking equation number 2 this time, and in place of x I will write the value of x, that is 7. So the equation will be 7 plus 4y is equal to 3, and after simplification I will get y is equal to minus 1. So the solution set is 7 minus 1. Now after that, if we don't have the common coefficient, then what we have to do? In this case we have to make it same. Here in this example you can see 3x plus 2y is equal to 18 and 2x minus y is equal to 5. Not the two variables, no coefficients are same for the variables. So what you will do in this case, the first step is same. You will give the name of the equation 1 and 2, and then after you have to make the second equation equals to the first one. So it's easy. You will multiply equation number 2 by 2. So 2x multiplied by 2, 4x, and then minus y multiplied by 2, so it will become minus 2. You can take the other steps as well, that you can divide equation 1 by 2 to make it same, but I think it's the easy one. So here I multiply equation 2 by 2. Now 5 multiply by 2, so you will get 10, and I will give the name this equation as equation number 3. So first you have to make the equation with same variable here. Now we will solve equation 1 and 3. We will not consider equation number 2 in this step. You can see plus 2y minus 2y are here, so we will add these two equations. 3x plus 4y is equal to 7x plus 2y minus 2y. In case of addition, these two will be cancelled. Remember that if you have same sign, then you have to subtract two equations, and you have different sign, you have to add these two equations. So here it will cancel. 18 plus 10, 28, and x is equal to 4. Similarly, after getting the value of x, you can put the value of x in any of three equation, 1, 2 or 3, it's up to you. But this time I am placing this in equation number 2. 2x minus y is equal to 5. So in place of x, as x is the multiple of 2 here, 2 is going to multiply with x, I will put 4 in place of x. So when I will put and I simplify, I will get the value y is equal to 3. So here the solution set is 4, 3. Now we are going to discuss substitution method. In substitution method, we will find the value of any one variable and substitute in the second equation. The first step is exactly same. You will give the numbers to the both equations 1 and 2, and from any of one equation you will find the value of one variable and substitute on other. So here I took equation number 1 and from there I find the value of y by shifting 6x on the other side. So the equation 1 will become y is equal to 15 minus 6x. What I will do, I will substitute the value of this y in equation number 2. If I will find from 1, I will put in 2. If I will find from 2, I will substitute in 1. Here I will replace this y with this value 15 minus 6 I will write in place of this y. So here I am placing this value. As I place, after that I will simplify this equation. Open this brackets. After simplification I will get x is equal to 2. Simple algebraic method. And after getting this x is equal to, I will substitute the value of x in any of the equation 1 or 2 to find the value of y. So here I took equation number 2, 4x plus y is equal to 11. In this one, in place of x I will put 2. So after simplification I will get y is equals to 3. So like this you can find the solution set in case of substitution method. One of my students asked the question that when we have to change both of the equations, then what we will do. So here one of the example for this. Here you can see 4x plus 3y is equal to 27, 5x minus 2y is equal to 5. So here we have to change both equations. We will multiply first equation by 2. So what it will be? 8x plus 6y is equal to 54. And equation number 2 we will multiply by 3. It means we want to make both of y variable coefficient same. So here I am going to multiply equation number 2 by 3. So you will find that the coefficient of y is same, 6. And in this case we have plus 6 and minus 6. So we will add both of these equation. So 8x plus 15x will become 23x, plus 6 minus 6 cancel, 54 plus 15, 69. Simplify, you will get x is equal to 3. Put x is equal to 3 in any of the equation, you will get y is equal to 5.